Hi everyone, welcome back. Do you want to see what I got? Today I went to Goodwill. It's been a very long time since I've been out there. I would have loved to have shared with you during the $5 Goodwill challenge season. It's just been a hard time of the year to get out of the house, to get out alone at that, to have enough chunk of time where it's worth even getting out. But today all the stars aligned, and so I did pretty good, I think, starting with another Christmas wreath. I will be removing the ribbon and I'm going to be leaving these pine cones and berries that you can see. I'm going to add a little bit more. The intention is for this to go on my front door. It does have lights and I plugged it in and it works, so score. I have another wreath, very similar but a little bit smaller, that I got from Goodwill several years ago. I couldn't even tell you how long ago, and it does still work when I plug it in. I, however, have not been plugging it in the last 2 years. I got a pack of fairy lights that are battery operated, and I felt that it gave me a little more mobility to put the lights on the wreath and use the remote to turn it on and off. And there's like 8 different settings. But I like that because then I can hang the wreath wherever I want and I'm not tethered to an outlet. I'll have to figure out what I do with this one because it's going to be outside and I want to make sure everything is safe, and if I use an extension cord it's all correct. So I will see how that part works, but the wreath itself is the perfect starting off point for our front door. Sticking with seasonal, I got these 2 cups. I see this exact design all the time at the thrift store. This must be a very classic pattern. I wish I could find it on some mugs. For some reason, I've been really wanting vintage mugs this year. But I didn't find the mugs and I only found 2 cups, which is fine. I have 2 little daughters who could use these. They're $1 each. I'm gonna wash them up. I think they're perfect because I have some small cocktail size ones that I also thrifted a few years back that my husband and I use for cocktails and stuff. And it's just kind of, it has a Santa on it. It says Merry Christmas. It's really cute, and I feel like they're kind of left out of the festivities. So now we all have a thrifted little vintage drinking glass or cocktail glass that we can use. In the cup section, I found 6 water glasses, or just like water regular glasses, and you can put anything you want in them. They're tall, they're like the tumbler size, I guess. It's a sort of like greenish color. I do think my mom has these cups, which may be why I was so attracted to them. They look kind of familiar to me. I like them and I'm ready to bring in more color now that I've got such a neutral downstairs. It's like black, white, and gray everything. I do love color and I love a little bit bohemians here and there, and mix and match kind of stuff is nice to the eye. And so I'm ready to bring in a little bit more colorful things. This is colorful for me. We've had the same 6 clear glasses from Target for years and years. Like, was it a wedding gift? I have no idea, but we've broken all of them except 1 or 2, and it's been fine because we use our water bottles and other glasses. But it's nice now to have a set in a really interesting color that I like. In that same color tone, I found this beautiful handmade pottery piece here. It was a vase, or it is a vase. I love the glaze on it. It's sort of an aqua cut type of color with a little bit of the speckling. This was $5. I thought that was a great deal. They had a plate in a very similar color. The plate was signed and they were right next to each other, and this isn't signed, but I kind of feel like they were still made from the same person. The original tag was on the back of that plate, like the artist, you know, stuck like one of those circle stickers on the back that you might see at a garage sale. And it was, it said green plate, $40, but Goodwill was selling it for 10, and I still, you guys, I'm so frugal sometimes. I just didn't want to spend 10 on it. I don't need everything to be matching, but I thought it would be kind of cool to like have it. But long story short, I ended up putting it back. I carried it around in my cart while I did my first round, but I did put it back, but it looked similar to this, but I'm happy with just the vase. Once the holidays are over, this will be a good thing to bring in so our home doesn't feel so empty, but it's kind of like stripped of all the red and green. My initial is P, my name is Patricia, but I found an A mug and I bought it. It was only $1 and I like the way it feels in my hand. It has a nice wide base. It's not too huge. Oftentimes mugs are a little too big. Like a big mug is fine, but I can't drink it that fast and then the tea or the coffee gets cold. So I thought it was cool. Never mind the A. They had a couple of A, so somebody with the initial A decluttered their kitchen. I ended up getting my husband 2 ties, and so he's downstairs and he doesn't know, and I'm kind of keeping my voice low because I think I might gift them to him for Christmas. But this one is like a classic sort of, you know, red and green I thought he could get some use out of it during the holiday season. He has no need to wear ties often. He works from home. He has a very casual job. But sometimes we like to dress up when we go out. It's kind of fun. And I also got this one. It's peach with floral. He has another floral tie, and it's my favorite one. It's almost the opposite of this, where it's more navy with peach flowers, and so it kind of goes with it. I ended up getting myself this really small little purse. This is like a faux suede and leather purse. It's just like a cocktail bag. It's not very big at all. My phone won't even fit in this front pocket here, but a little chapstick or something will. It's Mossimo, so that's an old Target brand. It has a zippered pocket in the middle and then just like a regular sort of open pocket here, just big enough for the necessities if we go out to dinner, or sometimes when we do go out to like a family event, my husband will carry the backpack. He always says, I'll carry it, it's fine, because I have a backpack that I can pack too, but he'll carry a backpack with the girls' stuff in it, and I just want a little something for me. I have what I call my amusement park bag, and so it's like the zoo or the aquarium or an amusement park, and it's like a vinyl. So this is kind of nicer, like if we're going out with maybe like a dinner date or something, or I'm wearing a dress and I don't want to wear my big old mom bag, I think it's kind of cute. The last three items are all clothing, and I am going to end up getting one of them tailored. There's a tailor not far from my regular grocery store. Actually, it's like right next to it, not far at all. I guess I mean not far from my house. I'm going to try them out with this skirt and a dress that I already have, both of which are just a little too long. I do realize I need to shop in the petite section when possible. The skirt I'm going to show you is labeled petite, but it's still just a little too long. I like things just a little bit above my knee most of the time, unless it's like a midi skirt or something. But this was just a very cute classic winter pattern, and it's warm. It's a warm skirt. So I think this will be good for either Christmas Day, or my daughters have a Christmas pageant thing that we have to go to. Again, going out to dinner. There's a vineyard nearby that I think I'd like to hit up. And I've said this before jokingly, but if you didn't know, Valentine's Day is a winter season. It's in the winter season. Valentine's Day is a winter holiday. Didn't know that when I lived in California, because it's already like nice by then. It's like spring. So for Valentine's Day, if we do something, I could wear this. Next, I got this, it's a turtleneck, but it's a slouchy turtleneck. It's not your typical like layering piece turtleneck. It's from Loft, size medium. It has a little bit of a cropped fit, but it's not cropped. It just looks kind of like a straight cut, longer in the back. It's not so tight on the neck. I like to be warm, but when I'm indoors, I do feel like cooped up if I have too many clothes on. So I love it. Neutral gray, looks good with jeans that I tried them on with today. I'm like almost always wearing jeans, trying to expand my horizons and break that habit a little bit, but I think I can do jeans well. My last piece was also a sweater, brand new with tags from Abercrombie and Fitch, size medium. Just a wonderful neutral take on a holiday sweater or Christmas sweater. It is cream with this black like Fair Isle kind of design. Is that what it's called? I always call it that. The only thing, it has this like sparkly thread throughout, which is okay. I mean, I thrifted this for a few bucks. I think it was probably $5. But if I was buying it brand new, I probably would have passed on it because of that reason. And also that's going to be the first thing to start to like show wear and tear, because when I tried it on, it caught my watch on the inside, and so I had to be really careful. But again, for thrifted, for secondhand, for the season, I do think I'll be able to get some good use out of it. So that's my thrift haul, you guys. It's nice to be back sharing again. Looking forward to the next chapter, looking forward to 2020. Life is good, don't get me wrong. It's just a bit too many, what is it? Skewers in the fire? That's not the word. Logs in the fire? I have a lot going on. I feel like I'm not being pulled in a lot of directions. I'm choosing to focus my time in certain directions, and the only problem with that is when you say yes to one thing, you say no to something else. And so I've been saying no to YouTube quite a bit, but I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with that decision. I've come to a crossroads where I'm like, do I continue or do I stop? Because I've taken so many breaks in 2019 that I've become comfortable with not being on the camera, whereas in the past it's like, I'm sorry guys, I've been gone for 2 days, and I would apologize for that. But now I'm like, oh, it's been a month again. So I don't know what 2020 holds. I feel like I either need to do it and do it well, or just let it go until I can do it and do it well, if that day ever comes, who knows. And for me, doing it well just means consistently. There are no benchmarks I'm trying to hit. I've given up on those goals. I've accepted my reality. You know, YouTube is truly a hobby for me in all sense of the word, monetarily, you know, sponsorship wise, all that stuff. It is not my job, and I don't anticipate it ever being. So on that same sense, I've been wondering if it's time to go back to work sometime, and I've been kind of, you know, doing little brief internet searches and seeing what I can do with my teaching credential from California out here in a different state, and just kind of getting the ball rolling. I can tell you right now, I don't want to go back to teaching full time, at least not until my girls are even older, because that I devote a lot of time to those students, and right now I don't want to take any time away from my two little ones. So I'm happy to be sharing with you just a fun, lighthearted Goodwill video, and I hope to share more with you soon, but I don't have a plan. So there it is, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye.